Hello, boys. Kind of an awkward place to start. Yoshi here. We're still stuck on Fluff Festival, Koinut. So we are back, and we're going to attempt to do it again. We had an unfortunate circumstance that removed more than half of our lives on the Chucksters, so I went off screen for like 5 minutes, and now I have 17 extra lives, because I never want a game over. There are way other different streams that could show you the game over stream, but for me, I do not want to see that, because I just feel like game already on the same is, well, it probably would have already happened at least several times. It would just end up being really brutal and obviously waste a lot of time, so I don't like it. For that reason, I'm not going to deal with that. And yes, I did find a way to get this coin, by the way, that I mentioned in the last one was Trolly. You kind of just have to speedrun, walk into it, and hope for the best. I think my biggest worry with it was either moving too far to the right, or I guess mainly I would periodically either bonk on it or hit the bees. I was worried about jumping too high and hitting the bees, or hovering too early and then messing up that way instead. I've come back at about the second part of this, by the way, because I have already about 4 of the 5 coins already locked down. I know where the 6th coin is, and I know where most of the rest of the other coins are, and also I just found another one. Part of the reason why I wanted to try and find the other stuff so immediately is because I didn't know if it would have anything or not. But yeah. I was worried about that giving me a slide, by the way, which is why I don't like this so far. I've checked as many trees as I can. That one's a false tree, it doesn't have anything. That one has one, as well as a sign. This one has 1 coin, and now I'm going to check this leftward section to see what happens. Probably won't actually be allowed up it, but oh. Oh, never mind, I landed on it after all. Let's check this one. Okay, well, nothing else to do, so I do want to kind of finish this shine, so I'll try and show you the best way of dealing with that. My biggest problem now is if I will miss a red coin or not. Because I know where 5 of them are now, but I need to figure out where the last 8 are. And I guess while we're here, we'll go up the ill-famed Pantismo tree, as I call it, and see what we can find up here. I forgot. I think this is a false tree, right? Yeah, I think this is one of those false trees. But part of the reason why I wanted to remember it so fondly is the fact that I'm going to need this later to get to a couple of other trees, so with that in mind, I think I know how to actually get up there the intended way, and it's not actually as easy as it first seemed. First, we have to get up top to this leftward area, pick up the rocket nozzle. I waited until after I get the 5 coins to pick it up, because there's no reason to pick it up with that B coin still being present. Otherwise, there's almost no way you would have gotten it. Again, I don't know why that was even found there. Like, I do believe, by the way, that the one strategy I mentioned where you can kind of just trigger the bees to come out, that strategy does work. It's just that in order to get it to work, you have to be very cautious in the way you play. Alright. Now, if I've done this right, hopefully I can get up to the top here. This is where I'm worried. Strangely, the surface is technically stand-onable, which is kind of surprising. I was hoping for something worser. Now, there is a small worry of accidentally getting a fluff instead, which we don't want right now. And you can see here, we could just barely make it onto the top, and this is how you're actually supposed to get onto this thing. And there's the red coin again. Gonna have to land in the middle here. Actually, a lot more simpler than I thought, and I believe it's either this tree or someone else. There's one fluff from here that will always get you to the end, which is what you actually need this tree for. Unfortunately, I think I've actually missed the cycle. Well, maybe not. Okay, we made it to this side area. And we've landed on the clouds. I'm not sure if they go away or not, so I'll start by first heading to this area. Picking up the hover nozzle for extra safety. And just going on here. Oh, you can make them bigger, apparently. Which is kind of strange. Oh, and it moves them all the way over to the side. By the way, I could escape this. Easy. Dive to the left. And jump in, and we made it back. Okay. Unfortunately, that way was taken a little bit too early, which means technically we have missed some of the red coins, so we need to still figure out where those are. That's the part, this is the part where my knowledge kind of stops. I found 6 of the 8 coins, but I need to figure out where all the other coins are. And those 3 clouds are the only ones I know about. I know for a fact that once the shine actually spawns, you have to go over there to pick it up. But it can only be done after finding the 8 red coins, so yeah. We got one on the big tree, one on the left tree or some sorts. We got one on the left, and after that is when things for me get kind of confusing. Like, I honestly don't know where the last 2 are, so... Because I can, I'm just going to start heading in some random spots here. Okay, that spot we can't get into. This maze I knew had one. We got that one already. I don't believe any of the piazzas actually give you a red coin, so we have to find those manually. But yeah. Well, so that fluff part that I did right there, that's the final part of the puzzle technically. Once you've gotten the 8 red coins that are up there, you head to that area to finally claim your shine once you're done. It's supposed to be obviously claimed at the end once you have all the coins, but in my cases, I didn't have all of them. So, I guess I'll start by searching the liver, where a coin was at one point. And I guess just pounding all the crates, because I don't know what else to do. Or at minimum, fall into each of these holes, maybe? Use first person, maybe, to look at some of them, and see if I could find some that way. Beyond that, I don't know where else they could be. My biggest worry right now is actually making sure I don't die. So I guess I'll just go ahead and pound all these crates. Oh, I was right. I was actually right. Wow. I actually didn't think that crate would have that. Now, what I'm doing here is kind of an homage to another shine that's going to be coming up later, where you can get a... I think it's either a blue coin or a series of shines. You just have to enter an area and pound some boxes, and after you pound enough of them, you get a shine for free. That's one shine in particular that I was wondering about maybe doing instead of the other shines, just so I could get to Pianta early, but from what I found, I don't think there is a good way of dealing with that. Okay. Alright. Nope. That thing does not have any fear. I don't even want to go near those bees. That just shows you how angry I am at them for ruining my past who knows how many lives that I lost to them. Of course, now I know exactly what to do. If I do 120 shines again, I probably will not make the same mistakes before. There will still be some hard parts, obviously. Like, obviously, the checksters will be annoying and a couple of other stuff. But I'm hoping that when I play this again on the GameCube, which was the original release spot for it, was on the GameCube, Super Mario Sunshine was. It initially didn't really receive as much praises as he thought, but because, in case anybody doesn't remember, the GameCube did not do well initially early on compared to the other systems, particularly the Xbox, original Xbox, but it still had some very great games, and this was one of the many few that was really amazing. I think most of the complaints are pretty obviously just false complaints of the people being absolutely terrible at the game, and I am actually getting tired of this, so hang on. We found 7 of the coins manually. I think it's time to look for the 8th one, maybe take a bathroom break or something else, and then I'll be right back maybe when I figure out where the 8th red coin is, because I still don't know where that is. Kind of unfortunate I found every single one except one. Which probably is hidden in one of the grates, I just don't know where it is. So I'm gonna be right back. Hello guys, I'm currently on the move because it's kind of in a weird spot here. But I found the 8th red coin, and it's actually in one of the locations I thought didn't have any. So we have to go back down to the mushrooms yet again for this one. I did initially go down here, but I completely forgot that I can go on a secret spot on the left that was still available, so that's what I'm doing now. First, you want to make your way up to this little cliff area. Hit this area. By the way, do not press the button run or else you will die. I've had that happen quite a bit. I think it's A to jump off with Mario being on this side, and Y to jump off when he's on the ceiling, so you need to remember that. I've died way too many times forgetting that, but anyway, head to here, pound the gate with Y, head back up, and you will see that our final red coin is actually in that area right there, which is where we have to go to, except we messed up. Because I knew that was going to happen. Our water level is pretty fine, so we shouldn't have to worry about running that, mostly. It's crazy how after all of this, I mess up just a simple jump. Like, all I needed to do was jump, and I forgot to do so. Now, there's quite a few different ways to get to this. I'm going to do sort of the cheesy way, because I don't like going through slowness. So, doing this, we finally spined the shine up there, and now we have to go for that whole phase again to actually get up there. First, we have to get back up to the big flower thing, or whatever it is. Head back through that cave area, which is actually pretty simple now we know which fluff to stand on. We have to essentially go down all the way here to get back here, and then, yeah, that's about it. Looks like I didn't fail that jump that time. That's good to hear, because I've been messing that up a lot lately, and I don't even want to hear about that. Okay, now let's actually very quickly get back here, because I am getting kind of tired of just messing around, so we'll start by heading back up the top of this tower area. Get the rocket nozzle, use it to get to the left side. I think I might just do the trick jump to get up there since I know that's possible. Or I guess I'll attempt it like once, and then if I don't get it, I'll trick jump over there normally. Oh, come on. Please don't let me actually run out of water before I get to this. I want to actually get to this before we do anything else. Reset early, get a ledge grab, and okay, we made it. That was close as heck, man. Oh, okay, barely made it. Hold left. Did not make it. That is kind of difficult to do, but at least I know how to make it properly there. There we go. Now we don't even need to go up here. We could just walk all the way to here. And then from there, we just have to wait for the fluff to spawn, which is random when it actually appears. So we're just gonna wait, and wait, and wait, and wait, and jump, and wait, and jump. Okay, I'm gonna use a double jump. And we missed it. Now we have to wait for it again. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm gonna backflip up to there this time. Okay, at the very least, I don't have to worry about it, messing up this part since it's right over non-death lane. Okay, we're gonna grab onto this. And then wait on it again. And bam! We just jump off from there and that's our sign. See? Simple as that. I told you it was simple. Now, there is a way to get here without using the fluff, but it's very difficult. So, as far as I know, that's the simplest way of getting a shine from there, and that ends that part. Pretty easy, to say the least. But anyway, now it's time to actually go back and get some stuff. First, we'll collect a couple of boo coins I missed in episode 1. Check my total. If I still don't have enough, I will go around and finish off the blue coins right now, and that'll be it. Now, the first one I missed is confirmed to be an episode 1 coin, at least from what I remember. So, we're gonna start by heading in there, and then do other stuff. And then, once we get all of that done, we'll do our secret shine to finish this off. So, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, okay, I was correct. So it looks like I did get the blue coin here. I actually got a lot more blue coins than I was expecting. Here's one that I do know that I missed. So first we have to get back up to that top and lawn mushroom again. Or I guess in this case, the golden one, right? We're gonna go back up there, and from there we're going to find a way to do everything else. I could get up here without flood, so let's do that. Kind of awkward how you're supposed to get up to this thing right here. Alright, head up to the top of this area, spray the moon, and yeah, for some reason only in this episode, a blue coin appears, and you can pick it up, and that's probably one of the more obnoxious blue coins I've seen. So let's actually check this. That was actually our last one. Wow. We didn't actually forget any coins. And you want to know why? I actually looked up where they were at the start of the video to make sure I got all of them, and I found out where I missed all of them, and yeah. Well, that's a good improvement. So with that, there's only one shine left to get. That's the second secret shine, and also, once again, leads to one of our least favorite shines in the game again. So I guess before we do that, I'm actually going to do an exit area on purpose on this one, because you're probably wondering how I even got so many extra lives in this place. Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. You go to Pianta Village, you head to episode 5, the secret, but you don't go for Yoshi at all. You go straight down to the side area and just casually move through the level, which I found a decent way to do fast. And then you collect all 4 extra lives, and then when you start sliding down that area, you want to, I believe, jump off of it. And I'll show you how I get them. Pick up this one, head back to the left. This one can be a little bit scary, probably my least favorite one to get other than that. Backflip up here. It's not required, it is recommended because it makes that part easier. Get that. Get that. Then head back here to this mushroom. And then head to the left. Then just doing normal hover will work. And then you get the mushroom. And as soon as you've triggered the mushroom, press exit area before you're actually taken off into the abyss, since dying actually takes longer than doing that. And you'll be out with 4 extra lives and no extra miss. All you have to do is do that 20 times and you will have 99 lives. Lives are looking really good though, so I'm not going to do that. So instead, we're heading into the final secret shrine in this level and finally saying goodbye to Pianta Village. And in this case, we'll be moving on to Serena Beach next. Another kind of annoying area, but other than the secret, Serena Beach itself is not actually that difficult. Again, most of the level's difficulty comes from their secret levels, and Serena Beach is another one that has 2 of them. And I'm not going to call it by its other name because I don't want this video to be liked or whatever. So anyways, Yoshi needs a banana, so let's go ahead and get him one so that we can very quickly make our way to the end here. I found, particularly for this part, using first-person mode will help out a lot. Just makes it so that your fruit doesn't bounce around as much. This one I can actually probably throw and it won't go as far since it's not a coconut. So yeah, we'll get that to Yoshi and we're going to take him back to the area. That was cool. We managed to just get back on Yoshi at the very end. Because I absolutely hated on this secret shrine later, I am going to do a slightly different strategy with this one this time to make sure that same fail doesn't happen again. It's very cool that only one melt is all it takes to remove the goop. And in we go. Nice and smooth. And now we get to this area's red coin mission, which, if you already hated this level before, you're gonna hate it even more because the red coins are even more obnoxious. See those platforms to the left and right? We now have to get all the way up there for this mission. And it is absolutely brutal. I'm not going to lie. So anyways, for safety, at least for this first part, we're gonna talk to this guy to get the one up again, which we've missed. Thankfully, he doesn't throw us quite as far, so we get as many tries as we want for this. Again, the angle you talk to them is important, because that's what determines how far you go or not. Okay, well, anyway, time for the worst. Time for the worst, I said. Thankfully, you can get most of them without actually requiring the checksters, but most of them do require you to actually get a checkster or 2. So I will get this one normally, if I can actually... And again, the game's not supposed to tell you where to go because you're not supposed to know where to go normally. So we'll talk to this guy, but get us to throw it in this direction instead. Ugh. Before I even do the shine, though, I should probably figure out how to actually get up top there before I do anything too bad. Because remember, this is still the Chuckster level. Anything can happen. It is an absolutely brutal level, like I mentioned. I'm gonna try and get up there once, because I really do want to figure out how to get up there. So we'll get our extra life back, and then I'll show you something special. Yep, you can skip that Chuckster, and I think another one as well. Okay, I think it is actually this one, so what we're going to do is talk to him, mash A like crazy and hold back, and I think if you do that absolutely correctly, it's possible for him to just throw you straight up to the top there, because pressing certain buttons, the game never tells you about this, but it changes the angle at where the Chucksters actually throw you. Beyond that, I don't actually know anything else, so before I even do the red coin mission, since I know where all the red coins are now, I know one's up here, 2 are in the side area, 2 more are hidden up top, and 2 more are hidden on the right. So we'll go through this level normally, up until we get to that little part, and then from there we'll figure out what to do. Oh, please. Yeah, I've gone way too far. Most of the tries, like I said, are spent trying to talk to them perfectly. It doesn't necessarily have a lot of RNG, it's just precise in the way you do that. And it does actually have RNG because everyone starts in random spots, and like I already mentioned before, the Chucksters have random chances to just randomly decide to not throw you as far as they want you to. Okay. I do not like your position, so I'm gonna wait on you. I probably should have waited on you the first time. And again. Wow, he refuses to stop, which is not fun. Okay, finally got him, at the very least. Okay, we made it to that spot. This is where I have to figure out. Can I go from here to the left? That's the big question. Nope. I may be able to use my water cannon, so that's what I'm gonna try and figure out. If I can just water straight from there over to here. So, yeah, this is gonna be kind of an experiment, but to be fair, I do not have 1 minute and 30 to just go around and explore stuff. Because by that point, I'd lose so many lives from just doing time over. So, I'd rather not deal with that, and instead deal with this instead. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, is whether or not I can actually get to that top or not. And this Chuckster stopped, of course, because why would he not stop? Just ruin my life some more, buddy. Okay, we got here. Made it. Okay, we don't actually need him, I think. Oh, yeah, that's definitely makeable. Okay, I know exactly how to do the level now. I just need to do it. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's actually do it properly. I'm gonna try for a double here. Use this Chuckster to try and collect the red coin in the air and also get the other one at the same time. Let's see if that works. Nope. At the very least, get me the 1-up or coin. There we go. Skip this doofus. Talk to this guy. And yeah. Well, to be fair, he was in a terrible spot. If the cell guy's in a terrible spot, you can almost never make it over there to begin with. Okay, we have to make this kind of quick, so let's go for it. So yes, the hardest secret still remains true. It's both hard in its normal terms and hard because of the fact that it's just really brutal to get anything going. He can throw us on the top, right? So let's try doing that. Okay, that didn't work, but at the very least, we got that done with. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's not gonna work at all. I'm just dead. Now you see why I hate the shine so much. Because now, instead of being able to take it slowly, you're forced to go extremely fast, which makes an already difficult shine twice as worse, so... Okay, I've done enough. I have the strategy. We're going to talk to him once until we get the 1-up, which can take a random number of tries to get. Then we'll talk to him again to trigger the red coin. Ugh, I'm not talking to him correctly. You can use first-person mode to line yourself up better, but I don't really have time for that because I'll have only a minute and 30 to get it. Like, out of all the secret shines, this is already the most brutal, and then the red coin one just makes it even worser. And no, Flood does not help you during those parts at all. They'll straight up just do bad stuff anyway. Okay, so any angle will work for that. Please. Please help me out, buddy. There we go. Okay, we have to talk to this guy and hold up. Okay, we made it. That was the one I was worried about. Whoa. That was awkward. I've never landed on there before. That actually kind of scared the crap out of me. Okay, now for the most difficult part of the game here. Can we actually land on this invisible thing? We've missed it again! That's the second time in a row we've missed it. I cannot get that properly. Obviously, obviously the depth perception is killing me here because I have no clue on how to get that. That's not even the hard part, by the way, like I mentioned. The thing after that is way harder. I just happen to be bad at it. Okay, well, I got that pretty quickly. Now let's get the blue coin. Do that. Oh, please. Can you just talk to him, Mario? Is that hard, really? Okay, well, we have to wait for these guys anyways. Oh my goodness. Okay, at the very least I made this part. Oh. This isn't even the hard part, by the way, that I'm failing on. The hover is supposed to be the easy part, and that's what I'm dying to. So, once again, we're gonna do a hover jump. Let's see if we actually make it this time. I'm gonna have to probably use my entire momentum to make it. Ugh. See, that's why I hate this level. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna waste extra lives, and I'm going to just throw myself into that. Oh, wait, no. I don't want to. Screw it, we're doing the same thing, man. Okay, well, I'm pretty bad at this game, as you can already see, because I cannot figure out how to do that properly. But then again, this is a very difficult game, man. And this is why I mentioned that, why most people will probably not 100%. Like, if you thought you can 100% the game, you're probably going to get stuck on this level at some point. I know we've all probably gotten stuck at it before. Like, you'd probably have to play this level like non-stop before you'd finally master it. And also, I hate this pattern I'm getting. Wow, that was really slow. Finally, I talked to him. Because I have to talk to this guy a little bit quicker. Just barely didn't make it as a result. I knew that was gonna be a death, by the way. I hate this level so much, by the way. It's random and absolute bullcrap. I do not like it one bit. I wish they just put normal platforms in there, or just made this like a Bowser stage or something without this crap. It would have made it so much easier. Okay. If we didn't have that extra life, it'd be even more bullcrap, because we would have easily game overed by now. And we almost did game over the first time we played this. Until I finally decided to collect the extra one out. Please. Sometimes the A thing just chooses not to appear for some reason. Hey, you didn't stop this time. But I have to talk to early because I want to get over here quicker. Okay, that should be good this time. Yeah, when I get into the center, at the very least I'll get into the center. Okay, well, from the looks of it, I'm gonna need a full charge jump to actually get to the end, so we'll use all of our water to finally make it. Holy crap, that took forever. Now we still have to find the rest of the coins. That's one. And we're gonna talk to you, because I do believe we need to be back here. Oh, come on! Really? After all that, you give me a regular jump? Okay, well, we're fine. Alright, Charlie part is finally over with. Holy crap. Oh, that took way longer than it needed to. And all the hardness was on just getting that one jump to work out of all things. So technically it was an easier one, but man, that level still makes it so difficult. Anyways, well, with that done, we finally don't have to see Pianta Village anymore, but that isn't gonna make our life easy. Like I mentioned, every single area has one of these stinking hard secrets for some reason. I don't know why. But pretty soon we'll be collecting stuff here, which is probably going to be even more fun than what it's worth. Not really, it's probably going to actually be boring if anything, but at the very least it'll be something different, I guess. Alright, into the central area we go. We don't have a good way of doing anything else, so right now we're going to aim some coins here. And the first part is pretty straightforward, but also kind of annoying. In fact, out of all the boss fights that we could put in the game, this is probably the worst one other than Bowser, simply because on the fact you could easily die to Bowser if you're not careful. But beyond that, we're just gonna go for the stuff as fast as we can. So, talking to him. Please tell me that my nightmare's over. I don't know why, but you just look very capable to me. Listen, it all started around news. John Mancha saved Finn so up. It was favorite Finn fight so that it came and colored the hotel grounds in this electric goop. And then all the horror, my beautiful hotel, my pearl valley. Sake in the middle of my awful booze. Why me? Why? Now I've got staff cleaning up, but where's my hotel? What am I supposed to do? I just can't sit back. Oh, it's back. Do something, he says, eh? Well, this boss is not quite as easy as it seems, because the way we actually kill it is kind of annoying. We're gonna start by getting up to a slightly safer spot here, entering first-person mode at the start of the fight, and using the water until it splits. And the idea is to get it to spit as many times as you can, and then once you've gotten enough of them, the goal is to simply whirl around and hit all of the mantas until finally they've all split at least a couple of times. Okay, I'm gonna use this to make it easier. So yeah, you have to make them split until they all get into smaller spots. Very slowly, one bit again. Oh my gosh, we're getting thrown around all over the place. This is the one reason why it's a terrible fight, by the way, because it's very easy to lose time. Okay, I'm gonna actually head into the water here to try and find some coins, or else I probably will end up dying. I could have done it really well, I just happened to do it bad, so... Sure, we'll just collect a blue coin in the middle of all of this. Collect a blue coin, that restores our life by, I believe it's like 5 or something? Yeah. Oh, what? Really? It did not? Ah. Oh. Well, in that case, we're probably absolutely dead, because there's no way we can beat this manta without restarting. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to sit it out of death. We're going to restart that, because that was a terrible fight. We need to do that fight from the beginning. Ugh. I'm going to consider it out of death, because I had to exit area. I just didn't want to lose a life there, because that seemed kind of silly. But yeah. That's one of the worst boss fights, and now we have to go for the entire cutscene again since we technically died. And now that I've warmed up, I am not going to be an idiot and make the same mistake again. Yes, idiot me. But then again, like I said, I've never beaten this game before. How am I supposed to know how to defeat a freaking manta ray boss? Fine. Looks like we're gonna have to use the cheese strategy, though. We're gonna get water from the side and just keep on going back to the top. At least until it splits enough. And that's how we're going to beat it. It's really slow, but to say the least, it's kind of annoying. The way you want to actually take it out is through a secret of using spam spray and essentially spin spray as much as you can, because once you get through the first part, that's what allows you to, get through that. But for this first part in particular, at least this I do know for sure, I'm going to use first person mode to cause it to split as many times until all of its parts have been split up. We can kind of shift between these two, so we'll go ahead and do that. And when you first do this fight, they will be randomly positioned in spots around the area with no real way to get anything going until much later. Can I at least grab onto this? Unfortunately, there's no real good way of taking them out very fast if you don't know what you're doing. If I could help if I knew where they were. Okay, I'm just gonna spam hover nozzle. I think that might be an even better strategy. Because if I can very least make the big one split off, then I can make this a little bit easier. Okay, now I'm actually getting it to work, so let's start doing this. I hope for the best. And we'll go to the trees when we need to heal. The idea of how to get this fight done quickly is to get all of the splitters down, and then once they finally split enough times, they will start going after you, and FUD will tell you to be careful, and that's when we can actually start killing them more easily. And once again, we're doing absolutely terrible in this fight, so let's start by actually getting up to the tree, hopefully. Oh, we found another coin. That helps out a lot. That one I didn't even see. Oh, there's actually coins over there I can get as well. But first I'll start by collecting these coins here if I could actually fit them up. But yeah. And in case you didn't know, this is one of the worst fights because it's not necessarily because of the way it works, it's because of the way you're supposed to defeat it. It's really annoying, and once you've gotten out of the specific spot, the mana rays just move completely random, so it's unknown what strategy you're really supposed to do. Like, your single spray won't really work the best. Okay, good. So, once Flood says they are now after you, they will start heading towards your position. That's where I think using the hover nozzle would help out a lot. I think, though, using this will probably be simpler. Yeah, that's working way better. Let's do that instead. I don't know why I even bothered to use any other else. Okay, you know what? We are going to do some spins. So, this spin that I'm doing right here is by far the best way of cleaning them off. That's your best way of killing them all. Otherwise, it can be kind of brutal. Okay, I think there's only 3 left. Alright, we got him this time. But it took a lot longer than I wanted to. Definitely spinning is the way to kill them fast once you've split enough of them. But the problem is getting past the part where they actually set it for the first time is probably by far the most difficult part. Alright. With that, we restored the craziness that is Hotel Defino in Serena Beach, and if you thought this was the end of it, it's not by any means. There's lots of problems still going on. One spot in particular where we have to skip up Serena Beach is where most of the blue coins are going to be located. You know those Zokis I talked to before? Well, some of them in the area actually give you blue coins, so yeah. That's a thing. Okay, I'm gonna try and move for these a little bit quicker. At the very least, try and maybe do better at collecting the coins in here. Now that we're out of the Manta Ray Shine, we should hopefully be good. By the way, Episode 1 does not have a lot of coins this time around. In fact, it has almost no coins to begin with. It's not until Episode 2 where most of the coins actually appear, which is wasn't able to get so much. So now we'll go ahead and actually kind of search around a little bit. Oh, there's an extra life. The more of those I can collect, the better off I'll be. Okay, that's a water refill and a half. There's no coins up here, which is kind of interesting. So we'll spray this to see if there's anything on there. Ugh. Oh yeah, the beach does have a couple slots, so let's spray that. Hit this. Okay, that's just a coin. Sorry guys, I may have put out your fire by accident. Okay, what about this tree? I'm checking all the stupid things again. Okay, well, this has a beach area, meaning there's may end up being a shine in this area. So we need to make sure we spray everything here. I guess I will try and do the spam spray again. Okay, that's how you do it. Alright, so what I'm doing here is pressing ZL and I believe A or B or whatever at the same exact time. And that makes Mario do a backflip and very quickly spray a bunch of water at once. That's the spam spray I was trying to go for, and it looks like I learned the way to do it. You press either R or L, or I guess whatever the water button is, R, and jump at the same time, and that triggers the spam spray. And there's two different versions of it. There's a backflip version, and there's a regular version, and there's also this. There's also this, where you spray very quickly. That's what the spam spray is. If you use it in the correct spots, you can defeat some opponents a little bit more quickly than what you would be doing normally, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to get much because most of the actual blue coins are not available until either later on in the game or are only available in episode 7. So, funnily enough, the Xiao Mario level of all things is the one where our episode will be interesting. But anyway, spraying these coins at random will give us a blue coin. So at the very least, we'll do that. We're not gonna get all the hides here because there's still quite a bit to deal with. Just a coin. Okay, into the hotel we go. We're probably not gonna do anything else here. Sorry, right? Listen, I have a feeling it can't, man. Well, it's full of ghosts, so maybe you could come just look inside Haynes. Okay. Now for the interesting part. We have to slay these ghosts and very slowly make our way up to the top of each platform by very slowly gliding up these ghost pillars. If we make any mistakes, we have to go back to the beginning again. To slowly do this until eventually we reach the end. We don't technically need all of the ghost platforms. It's just recommended to use them because without them, it'll be kind of difficult. Obviously, I'm going to skip most of that by just bonding the platforms I absolutely need. Oh. If I could actually get up top. Okay, I actually don't like that. Okay. Alright, we're in. Let's just go for the secret and hope for the best. That's all I can say. Oh, right. This one. How are we supposed to do this one? Okay, well, that's how we're supposed to do it. Just go! Just go! Just go! Yep. In case you didn't guess it, we have to do jumps off of each of these guys to make it to the end. But that's not even the end of it. There's more to come still. Okay, if I can get a good strat, maybe, that would be helpful. Okay. Now we have to get all the way over to the left, and then find a way down there, and that's how we'll make it to that. So, yeah, let's do that. Okay, at the very least we got that done. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. Break this. Break this. Break this and pound on to the left. And wow, that was convenient. Ah! See? I was so close. And then they blocked me at the end. Thankfully, it doesn't look as hard as it is before. It's just that that thing for some reason made me slid off. Okay, that was nice. They just got me up to there right away. That saves a little bit of stress. And yes, you have to set up each of these jumps so you'll land on them, otherwise you won't actually make it. That's what I'm trying to do here. Okay, well, at least we can get that part done almost every time, but now we have to do that hard part again. I'm gonna end, if I end this sign early enough, I will end regardless of what my time is at, just because I've been kind of tired of messing up a lot of these later shines. Oh! Okay. Okay, so the strategy I did before worked well again. Let's do that again. Only this time, let's not fall off of that dumb thing like an idiot. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, we're gonna pound the ground here. I didn't know that counted as a soap surface until much later, so apparently, for some reason, we have to jump, and that also counts as soap. Well, now I see why this is so hard. It's because that freaking thing, for some reason, acts as a slope. Ugh. Now I suddenly hate this secret, and I don't want to do it anymore. Though I said the same thing for every other secret, and the secrets after that. The fact that the matter is, these are the hard challenge of the game. Why people don't like this game. That one's only hard just for that one spot, too. If it had not been for that one spot, I probably would actually like this level. In fact, I still kind of like it. It's just that one platform for some reason is screwing me up. I don't know what's causing me to fall off, but I need to figure out what to do. Oh. That's the spot where things could get a little bit stingy once you start falling off that sand. That's the initial spot I thought was hard, but, well, I could not be more wrong. Alright, round 3 with the slide Feint of Death. And this time we saved ourselves. You know what? You know what? We're gonna just do it very slowly this time. I think I know what to do. And jump! And jump! And gotta keep on jumping. Yep! Whoa. Holy crap! That was way closer than it needed to be. I thought after I messed that up, I was gonna die. I saved that like crazy. Please don't let me do that one again without the hover nozzle. That block was the entire reason why it was so bad. At least we collected the extra life at it every time, so we didn't lose much from it. But that was a very annoying shine. And guess what? There's another secret that we'll have to do later that's even worser than that. But on a different note, if you like, if you guys enjoy, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video where we continue going through this crazy game. Until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!